because a lot of people don't understand this shit. And we were discussing, things about being safe and unsafe and competitive and casual play, like that kind of shit. All right. And so the question was, right, we had this katana string. We were talking about how there's an option select. You can kind of do that, right? And then you can force the whip there. If they go for the overhead, you get a flawless block. It's minus 19 on flawless block, so you can punish her with a jab for like full combo. And so we were talking about like, why are both timings, like why is the flawless block timing? Because even if you mess up, even if she does the kicks, right, they'll go over your head if you do it right. But if you do it wrong, the flawless block timing is still the same. And they're like, well, why is one flawless blockable and the other one's supposed to blow up the flawless block, but it's not the flaw? Like, why are they have the same timing? That doesn't seem fair. And I said, well, the reason why it has the same timing is because it's supposed to counter different things, right? The flutter kicks are supposed to counter, both attacks are supposed to be flawless blockable. The idea is if you go for them, I can flawless block you no matter what. But if you do the flutter kicks, it's really, really fast, right? So it'll blow up an up 2 combo launcher, but it'll be countered by an up 3. Whereas the overhead is one hit, so if I flawless block it, I can up 2 and get a full combo. But if I don't make the read right and I only get an up 3, I get less damage. So the idea is I have to choose, and this is why flawless block is like the fucking greatest mechanic ever, and anybody that hates on it is just bad at it, right? But I have to choose which flawless block to use to beat which item, and that's even if she extends the string at all. She could also just go into fans, which will blow up flawless block, period. It'll catch you letting go a block, but she would have to meter burn that to be safe if she reads it wrong or what have you. There's a lot of layers on that string. So at the end of the day, chat was saying, well, the answer should be, if you're trying to be safe and you're trying to be competitive, to always up 3, right? Just always up 3, you'll always be safe. Or, just like if you're the katana, to just always end it at the string, right? Back 3, 2, 1, stagger. Back 3, 2, 1, end it. Back 3, 2, or back 2, 3, 1. Sorry. Back 2, 3, 1, end it. Don't extend, right? But I'm saying that you shouldn't keep that mindset, right? I talk a lot about playing conservatively, and I talk a lot about being safe, and I drill it in your guys' head, but that's because you guys are fucking idiots, right? Like, my fans are fucking a bunch of Harambes that are like, combo, rush down, right? I mean, fuck, it's like a channel trope that we call zoners bitch asses. But the thing is, I drill being safe and conservative into you guys because you guys overdo it. You're way too unsafe. You play way too stupid. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't ever play stupid. That doesn't mean there's the flip side. There are people that are too timid that are like, if it's unsafe, I will never do it, right? You'll see that a lot. You'll go on Discord, you go on Reddit, you go to other Mortal Kombat places where people gather, and they'll be like, oh, like Kung Lao is low tier because all of his shit is unsafe. And it's like, yeah, but remember, you're only unsafe if you're wrong, right? What's the fucking there is, right? If you didn't punish, no, it's this. No, it's not that one. It's this one. No, it's not that one. You are a bitch, though. It's this one. You're only minus if you're a bitch, right? That one. So, but the thing is, there are times when you make the hard read and you should go for the unsafe stuff. That's what the conditioning is. It's only unsafe if you're wrong. Well, how do I know if I'm wrong? Right? How do I know if I'm wrong? By conditioning them. You do the safe thing over and over and over and over and see what they do. And when you see their response to the safe thing, then you can make an educated guess on which unsafe thing to do, right? So if I'm playing katana, let me switch this, right? Let me switch who I am, right? I'll switch there, bam, okay? So if I'm playing katana and I'm doing this string, right, and I end it at the safe point. Let me get Kung Lao to block. Here, Kung Lao, just block it all, right? And crouch block it too, right? If I do this, right, and I just do the safe thing, right? I do the safe thing. Then I see, oh, he's blocking low and he's holding it. So he's not letting go a block to fish for the option select. Clearly, he does not know that option select, and he's timidly, passively blocking low. Okay, next time I do this, I will take the risk. Well, that's not the risk, right? I will take this risk and go for the overhead because I've made the read based on previous intelligence because I've done that thing 3 times. It's a dial string. So I don't necessarily have to stagger it. I can hit confirm it. I got 3, 5. How many hits is this? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits. 4 hits to hit confirm on a dial in. So I input the string. I wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did it hit? No. Chill. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Just go in. Back 2, 3, 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did it hit? Yes. Fan lift. Go. Right? You can usually cancel it on like the third hit. Right? You can cancel it on the third hit, and she'll still do the fourth hit, and you'll still get the special move. But that's unsafe to do that. But there's never an opportunity where you say, don't ever do that because it's unsafe. And a lot of people are like, well, that's a hit confirmable string. That's not even fair. But then you look at characters like Scarlet, who doesn't have like a lot of hit confirms, right? Most of her strings are 2 hits, with the third hit or the second hit being special cancelable. So basically, I have to confirm off of 1 hit before I try to cancel into something unsafe. So how do I confirm off of 1 hit? It's the conditioning. The game is meant to be played slower and more dynamically. A lot of people look at Mortal Kombat 11 and they're like, this game is fucking dumb and it's unga bunga, right? They're either like, it's just a bunch of rush down fucking strike throw madness, or it's just a bunch of pussy fucks jumping away throwing projectiles like little bitch asses, right? But it's not. It's dynamic. You have to change your tactics in the middle of a match at all times, constantly. And that means when you have rigid rules, like this is unsafe, I won't do this unless I absolutely hit confirm it, that's not a good idea, right? You'll leave damage on the table, because what if I've been doing back 2, 3, 1, right? I do this, and then after every one, he does a down 1. Every time he did a down 1. Okay, so on block, I'm still going to fan lift, because he did down 1. He's always doing down 1. I know he's done that like 5 times now. I'm going to do fan lift. I'm going to catch the button. He's clearly not looking for flawless block. He's clearly not passively defending. He's a fucking gorilla. I'm about to slap him with my fucking banana, right? That's what I'm talking about with safe versus unsafe, reads versus all of that. You can't make reads. When everybody says, oh, I made the read, a lot of times it's just a 50-50 YOLO fucking coin flip. I don't consider those reads. Like, you got lucky on a coin toss, right? Especially like in this game where it's like, if you land a down 2 crushing blow just randomly, right? I didn't even grab you. I've been pressuring you with mids. I never used highs the whole match because I knew you were mashy. I did a mid. I tried to fucking, for one time at the end, I went for a grab. You down 2 crushing blow. I pull up the fucking, the replay. I look, I see all your inputs is just mashing down 2 right there. So you didn't even like make the read off of information that you have gained from the past. You were just mashing down 2 because you were hoping. That's a 50-50 YOLO. That's not a read, man. That's just, sometimes that shit happens. That random element is part of fighting games. It's in every fighting game, okay? So you can't bitch about that being a Mortal Kombat only thing, right? But when you make a real read, right, a solid read, that's a YOLO 50-50. I'm not saying that they're not reads. They're just bad reads. Don't make those, because if you're wrong in the other direction, you will die as much as you were trying to kill them. But if you make good reads based on information from the past, we have played 3 rounds. I have seen you do this shit. I can safely estimate that you will do this shit again, and I can blow it up. I can take this risk. I'll be minus 20 if I'm wrong, and you will punish me for half of my health. But I don't think I'm going to be wrong, and that's where the confidence comes from, right? Do you have the balls to commit to that unsafe shit when you've made that read off of that intel? That's what I want you guys to get in your mind, because I see you guys just doing like fucking Scorpion fucking back 1-3 or back 1-4 teleport, and it's like, dude, like, why would he not block that? Like, you didn't mix him up. You never staggered that string at all. You've never staggered that string, so why did you think it was going to mix him up? You just YOLO dialed it. You're not even trying to hit confirm. Why the fuck do you think you're losing? So what I'm saying is, if you use conditioning and you use information gained over time, then you can be as unsafe as you want. Just believe in yourself. That's really it. It's just if you believe in yourself. But that's why, like, the leagues, the beef set league that I do, that's why they're longer sets, because I want you guys to start thinking long term, right? Everybody else runs tournaments, and they're always like best 2 out of 3, best 3 out of 5, and I make mine first 2-5, so we may get potentially like fucking 10 matches, right? But I want you guys to start thinking long term, because when you're entering competitions, you have to think the matches beyond you. You have to look at the brackets, right? Real pro players look at the brackets and they make probabilities based on who they have to fight and what they're going to do to get through that bracket. But only if you train yourself to think long term will you be able to do that. Most people will just roll up and they won't even, they won't even think about, like me, I don't research my brackets and all of that. I don't do any of that because it's too unpredictable, right? But some of you probably should. I come from a very sweaty area. I already know who I'm going to, like, I just see the names and I know what I have to deal with. But maybe if you're in a new area, like you go to a major, you'll want to look at the brackets, see who's in there, who they play. Maybe not in your locals. I know I don't research these fuckers, right? But you got to think long term, and that's why we do longer sets, because I want you guys to think longer term and think conditioning, right? That's how you win more consistently in any fighting game, really. Any fighting game. But as long as you mitigate disaster, play safe. Okay, play safe, mitigate disaster, wait for the opportunity. When you see that moment, then you go for the big fucking YOLO. You hope that you're right, and if you are, boom, you blow them up. You do the big combo, and it looks great, and the fucking fans go wild. And if you're wrong, then, like, it happens, right? Your opponent outplayed you. He set you up, right? Sometimes you got to remember your opponent is also trying to condition you, right? He's like, oh, he staggers that every fucking time, right? I'm going to down one. Hey, I've been down one-ing him. I bet he's going to overextend and do something unsafe. Oh, that's how I got him, right? So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. And if you fucking hate me, then let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe, fucking tweet that shit to your mom.